Good afternoon. Ooh, that's it. I'll stand back. Getting a little feedback. So, how are you? Well, I'm really good too. And I'm really good because I get to be here with all of you today to talk about something very remarkable and very exciting that each of you have a part in, and many people who are not in this gym today, but once were, had a part in. And I'll describe that in just a second. It was a beautiful trip. I started the morning early in McPherson, and we were out in the Hayes area, came up to 36 and came across, and we'll spend tonight in Topeka. We have a state board meeting the next 2 days. But I was just describing, it's November 11th, it's Veterans Day, and it's just such beautiful weather today for us to be outside, and it's just really gorgeous, and it was a gorgeous drive coming over. It was mentioned I was a high school principal for a while, not too far from here, in Concordia, in the late 1980s and early 1990s, and I have great fondness for North Central Kansas and the achievements. We're here today to honor you and to say thank you and try to describe for you how important not only your work is, but what a high achievement that we'll be recognizing here today. And it's really hard. We can look up here where we've hung some banners around state champions. And every year, whatever the sport, so we just are finishing the fall sports of football and volleyball and cross country, girls golf, some tennis for those districts that play tennis. And we're getting ready to transition into the winter sports. And generally in Kansas, between those two times, we take some time usually to put on a play or a musical, or we do some other things that give us a little bit of time to do that. And everywhere I go, I see the same banners of people very, very proud of the work that was done in the history. And oftentimes, when you drive into a Kansas community, the Booster Club or someone has even hung a sign saying, home of the state champions, and then it will list the same state champions. I know this to be true because one of the places I also taught in Tesket, Kansas, so I know what it's like to be in a small school, not too far from here. Also taught in Andover, Kansas, and there's nothing small about Andover. And just last weekend, the class or the football team of 1984 had a little reunion because they won the state championship at Andover High School in 1984. I was not the football coach, but I was on faculty and I was the basketball coach and the boys basketball coach and the girls volleyball coach. And they asked me, to come back, and I did not because I had a conflict. But all of those faculty members and the coaches and the players came back to celebrate 40 years later their accomplishments. 40 years later, so it was a big thing, right? These are a big thing. The state 1A basketball championship in second in 1990-91, right? The cross country, second in 2004. We note those things. Sometimes we even have a parade in their honor. And we'll invite them back, just like Andover did. Today we're here to talk about three other things, though. The work that's done every day called academics. Reading, pre-reading, learning that the letter A can make more than one sound, depending on where it's at in a word. Putting those words together, learning how to do mathematics, growing that in the middle grades, and then looking at high school graduation, and then what will happen to the seniors when they leave here. And are they prepared to do whatever they want to do? And the answer is unequivocally, yes, they are prepared because of what you're doing here in Cortland and in Pike Valley. There's not an event. There's not an event. You know, this week on a Friday night, sectional football is going to take place. And somebody's going to win. There's 8 teams left, and someone's going to lose, right? What Kathy and the state board has said, though, is that the work that goes on every day is even more important than that. And they set up some bars really, really high. But they said, hey, if Pike Valley achieves this bar, so can Rock Hills, so can Belleville, so can Concordia, just giving you, so can Marysville, so can every other of the 286 school districts and the 90 private districts that we accredit in Topeka. But most don't achieve that. They don't. And it's not because we're not all trying. So today I'm here to recognize some outstanding accomplishments that unfortunately we probably aren't going to have a parade down Main Street. It's unfortunate because it happens slowly every single day over many, many years. And then it culminates with the 8 seniors this year when they go on. So some of the data I'm going to be talking to you about goes back to 2018, the class of 2018. So seniors, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, you would have been seated here. And you helped at that time this recognition that we're talking about today. So the class of 18. So this entire community over a long period of time has achieved outstanding excellence. So I'm going to try to put this in perspective. We talked about state champions. Everyone can understand that, how hard it is to win a league title, how hard it is to qualify for sub-state, how hard it is then to get to state, certainly how hard it is to win state. But I'm going to ask this. Has there ever been an Olympian that came out of Cortland or Scandia? And I don't know the answer to that. I'm asking that sincerely. Has there ever been anyone who was an Olympian that's come out of Cortland or Scandia? Anyone know of one? Would you agree to be an Olympian is a very elite level? I mean, even more so than being all-state or being, Division I athlete. It's clearly a different level. And if you're an Olympian and you get on the medal stand and win a bronze medal or silver or gold, you're in rare company. And we even know some Olympians that win multiple awards. And so today, we're here to honor, Kathy and I are here to honor Olympians. Olympians. We drove a long way today. Not because, there are not a lot of great schools, but there are some rare schools, some rare school districts, and some rare people around it. So before I give out some awards to you today, I want some people to come up, and I want you to stand in front of me, all right? And then we'll talk in a second. If you're a faculty member or you work here, all right, I want you to come up and stand with me. And if you're on the school board, I want you to come up. Come on. I know the teachers, come on. We'll make sure your kids don't run off, all right? Stand right here. Stand around me. Stand around me. Don't hide behind me. Come on, administrators, you too. All right?
So we'll stand here.
Right.
Come and get up here.
Come on up. Now we have some community members here, right? Community members. All right, here's what you're going to do. Every single day, your parents, your grandparents, I even met a great-grandmother today, all right? They get you ready, you get on a bus, or they bring you to school with one hope, that these people will take good care of you and educate you so that as you go through school, you'll have the opportunity to become an outstanding young adult. And they do it pretty darn well. So here's what I want you all to do, okay? I want you to stand up. All of you stand up. Stand up. And we're going to give them a standing ovation for the work that they do. You ready? Here we go. Standing ovation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your work. Thank you so much. Yes. We could do that for probably 30 minutes and it wouldn't be enough. Would not be enough. I love your jacket. I love your jacket. You feel that? That's why you got in it. That's why you do it every day. That's why you do it every day. Thank you. Thank you. You can go back. Thank you. Thank you all for doing that. Now, we'll have to see if we can get them back. All right. Thank you, staff, administration, and school board for doing that. So I have some recognition now to hand out. And come on up. Steve, come on up too. So the first recognition of an Olympian being on the medal stand, we actually give 4 medals are possible: copper, bronze, silver, gold. And as you know, even being talked about in these categories are very elite. So we're going to start with academics, the core of what we do, the preparation core of what we do. Not all of what we do, because you're instilling some other skills in young people here in this community that we'll talk about. But the Copper Award for academic success from pre-K through 12th grade goes to Pike Valley today. Congratulations. I'll hand you that. All right, you share it with him, and don't run off, because we're going to get better after that, okay? This is just the beginning. Because I would tell you that Kathy and I think a lot about that. Copper and academic is not easy. You know why? You can blame Kathy for this on the way out. The state school board set our academic standards the highest in the country. So I grew up in Coffeyville on the Oklahoma border. If you know where Coffeyville is, it's right on the border. This is not about beating Oklahoma, Missouri, Nebraska. I like to say it's too easy to do that, all right? They set the highest academic standards. But you want to know why? It wasn't just to set them high. It wasn't just to set these arbitrary things high. It was that they believe that every student deserves the opportunity to have the highest academic learning possible. And you're doing that. You're doing that, starting right here, and going all the way through high school. And then we're here to recognize a silver award for the number of students from 2018 through today, so some are here, and you guys, you 8 are getting ready to go, that have the skills that they leave here and they go on to be extremely successful. We call that post-secondary success. They've earned a certificate in welding. They're going to have an associate degree from Cloud County. They're going on to Kansas State to become a teacher. Whatever path they've decided, Pike Valley is being recognized as a Silver Award winner for post-secondary success. Congratulations. Congratulations, Steve. Congratulations. Oh, but it gets better. It gets better. You know, I'm looking here at these banners. In 2019, I was here. We were here talking about this. Our researchers take a look at all 286 school districts and the 90 private districts systems that we accredit. So we accredit private school districts too. And they come to me every year and they say, Randy, there's just a small percent. Some years that's been 1. This year it actually is 8. That's still, think about that, out of 300 and some school districts. And they say there's something magical going on in these school districts because they're outperforming what we would predict them to do given their poverty and the students with disabilities and the clientele. They're outperforming. The students that go to these schools get markedly better than than 1 year's growth academically. They get remarkably better. They out-achieve. They outperform. And in 2019, I got the opportunity to be here with all of you to recognize that. We started giving out this next award in 2018. It's called the Commissioner's Award with Highest Distinction. It's eligible for everyone in the state to achieve. As I mentioned, some years there's been 1. This year there's 8. Of all classifications, all sizes, public and private. You are one of only 2 school districts, or you're one of only 4 school districts that have ever won this twice. Yes, you can applaud. Yes, you can applaud. You didn't just win the state championship. You just didn't win the state championship. You just didn't become an Olympian. You just didn't get on the medal stand. And in fact, you just didn't get 1 gold medal. You just received multiple of the highest distinction of this state can give out. The highest distinction to a community of people, and faculty and students that want to do better for their community and are doing so. So it's with distinct pride and pleasure that I get to present to these 2 the hanging of some new banners. All right, Steve has the graphic design to hang some more. Pike Valley 2024 Commissioner's Award with Highest Distinction. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations, sir. Great honor. Do you want to say anything? Do you want to say anything, Steve?
First of all, I want to thank Kathy Hopkins for coming and our 3 board members that are in the audience, and thank Dr. Watson for making this talk. And last but not least, I want to thank Pike Valley students, faculty, staff, community. It's truly an honor to be able to work here, and I appreciate all that you do, and the board appreciates everything that everybody does, but you all need to give yourselves a hand because it's because of you that we're here.
Okay, so here's the challenge. Here's the challenge. And then, by the way, before I leave, I want a picture with the 8 seniors, okay? So you'll get the other 7, all right? Here's the challenge. You're an Olympian. A lot of hard work. Sweat, tears, frustration, celebration. Probably not enough celebration. Probably not enough celebration. But Veterans Day today, we're thankful for our veterans. we're a few weeks away from being thankful for Thanksgiving. Today I'm thankful for all of you. But here's the challenge. You're an Olympian. I don't offer this challenge. I mean, think about this. We're going back to Topeka. We're not stopping anywhere else. We're going back for a couple of days of board meeting. So I'm issuing a challenge to people that work really, really hard and show outstanding results and are on the Olympic stand. Take your bronze medal, and when we calculate again next year, be gold. Even raise the bar even more. And nothing more than I would love, since you're one of four, to come repeat this again next year. It's really hard to do back-to-back. In fact, there's only one school district in the state that has done that. I want to come back. I want to come back again to celebrate this achievement. For the board, for the community, I want you to make sure we spread this news. Because I would guarantee you, if we were going to play for the state championship in football, everyone in this community would know about it. And everyone in this community should know this. Because it didn't happen in one event. It happened on multiple days every single year. So thank you, all of you. You have been awesome kindergartners and pre-K and everyone else. Your attention has been great. Thank you. I look forward to coming back next year so you guys still work at it. All right? Thanks, everyone. Thank you. I hope that was okay. Whose is this? Steve?